Hi, I'm Vanessa Rogers, Clinical Director at Team Symplify. So this is a quick video to show you how to use Zoom to play Symplify games in tele-therapy sessions. If you don't already have a Symplify account, just go to symplify.co.uk to start a 30-day free trial. I've already set up a Symplify game for this video. If you don't know how to do that, just check out our how-to guides on our YouTube channel, or log into your Symplify account and read the frequently asked questions, or you can get in touch to arrange a free demo session. I've also already started a Zoom meeting with my client Snowy, so if I make myself a little smaller and move myself out of the way, you'll be able to see. Here he is. Here's Snowy. Snowy says hi. So obviously Snowy is actually over here next to me, but I want you to imagine that Snowy is my client at home in his own home, and we're having our Zoom meeting and I'm the role of the therapist. So I've got my laptop, which I'm using for the Zoom meeting, and I've also got here my iPad. So you can use any device with an internet connection, so you could run the game from your phone, a different tablet or another laptop, whatever you've got available. Generally I just do it from my phone because it's just kind of easy to hold it in one hand and run the session. But for this I'm going to do it on the iPad, so it's slightly bigger to show you on the video what I'm up to. You could do it just all on the one laptop, but then the client would be able to see you running the game, sending symbols over and so on. So it just makes for a much smoother experience if you can use two devices. Just like in a face-to-face Symplify session, two devices tends to give you the best kind of all-round experience. So I've already set up a categories game, which I've done on my iPad. So I've logged into my Symplify account, created a game, and I've got some categories set up for food, animals and transport. And I've got a list that I've already made for those three categories. So there's the symbols down there, ready to send to Snowy. So next thing I need to do, now I've got that ready, is share my screen with Snowy so he can see the game. So when you're using Zoom, you just move your mouse down to the bottom, or sometimes it's at the top depending on how you've got your Zoom account set up. But it brings up the black bar with the Zoom menu on it. This might look slightly different on different computers. I'm on a Mac, so I think it does look slightly different on Windows machines, but it should always have the share screen button here. So I'll click share screen, then it gives you a few different options. So if you've got different software open, it will come up here with the different programs that you've got open. So I tend to use that. So I'm just going to share Google Chrome with Snowy. Now I could just share my whole desktop, and then whatever I'm looking at on my screen he'll be able to see. I tend to prefer to use the specific software, so in the case of Symplify, your web browser, because it just means that if you've got emails popping up and other things open, it means that your client can't see that stuff. So it just gives you a bit more security and a bit more control. So I'm going to share Chrome. And then that's opened up my Chrome window. So I've already set it up so that my taskbar at the top is all hidden, so that the screen is as big as possible. So I'm not kind of losing screen space with the little taskbar at the top, because I don't know what size screen Snowy is on. So if he's on a very small screen, if I can get rid of any kind of useless space, that's helpful. So I've got that ready already. I'm also logged into my Symplify account, which I would recommend doing beforehand, so you can just get straight on there and share. I'm going to put it into two device mode. So remember that this is the device that essentially Snowy will be using, albeit through the screen share on Zoom. So we're going to go to device mode. Okay, so here is our game ready to play. So we've got our three categories, food, transport and animals, and I've already got some symbols that I've sent over ready from my iPad to get the game started. So the next thing we need to do is give Snowy control of the screen, because at the moment he can see this, but he can't do anything with it. So if he tries to interact with the screen, it won't work. So we need to give him remote control access. So we get our Zoom menu back up here, and we click on remote control. And I'm going to give mouse access to, now it's saying Vanessa Rogers because Snowy is borrowing my Zoom account. That would obviously say your client's name, or most likely your client's parents' names if you're working with a child. So if you've got multiple people on the call, all of their names will come up there, so you just choose which person you want to give control to. So I'm going to give Snowy control. Now it says here, waiting for Vanessa Rogers to control your screen. So if I move Snowy's mouse. There you go, you can see the mouse moving around, and that's Snowy doing that, not me, I promise. And Snowy can now take control and play the game and feed those monsters. So once he's cleared off those few, I can then go to my iPad, and I've got my whole big list of symbols here that I can select from. So I'm going to pick a lorry, tiger, pear, rocket and a horse. Going to, I've selected those, and I'm going to hit send and send them over, and then you can see up here at the top the ones that I've already sent, and they should appear, there you go, on my screen and therefore on Snowy's screen, so Snowy can carry on feeding those monsters to his heart's content. If you then switched to a different game on your iPad in your Symplify account, so if you went on to say the card game or the auditory discrimination game, it would automatically change over in this screen. So once you've got this set up, you don't need to change this. As long as you leave it on this web page, Snowy's screen will always show whichever game you're currently running in Symplify. So once this is ready to go, you're away. Once Snowy's finished at the end of your session, or if partway through the session you want to stop him having control of the mouse, if you're doing something else, you can just go into your remote control setting up here again and just go abort control, and then I've got control of the mouse as well. The whole time I would have control of the mouse alongside Snowy, so we could even play the game together, we could take turns, so it's really flexible from that point of view. So that's it, that's how you use Symplify games with Zoom. So please get in touch if you need any more help at all. All of our contact information will be coming up in just a moment. Okay, bye!